Imagine a regular YouTuber spending his days and nights in his small room, dedicating all his time to making videos. And a few years later, he becomes the biggest face on YouTube. Was MrBeast just a content creation genius? Or was there a secret project backed by YouTube itself? Some say he has a secret team behind the scenes engineering everything. Others believe YouTube changed its algorithm in a way that always favors MrBeast. But what's the truth? How did a 13-year-old kid who only talked about YouTube manage to get to a point where he plays with billions of dollars? Today, we're diving into the darkest secrets of MrBeast, the truth no one talks about. Imagine a 13-year-old teenager sitting in his small room in a corner of America, staring at his computer and deciding to conquer YouTube. Jimmy Donaldson, as you may have heard, started with nothing. He only had an old computer and the internet, and the goal he had in mind seemed impossible to many. But Jimmy believed in something that others couldn't see. He knew that to succeed, he had to do things differently. At first, Jimmy's videos were simple gameplay videos that most YouTubers made at the time. Videos of games like Minecraft and Call of Duty, which many people were into. At this stage, he was just like every other YouTuber trying to make it. But what made Jimmy different was his approach to the YouTube algorithm. He spent hours every day analyzing the videos that were successful at that time. He thought about why some videos got millions of views while others were barely noticed. Over the years, Jimmy realized something that changed his path. He discovered that to succeed on YouTube, having good content alone wasn't enough. He had to understand the YouTube algorithm. YouTube is a complex system that decides which videos to show users. He began to study this system closely and learned from every video, every successful YouTuber, and every viewer he could attract. But Jimmy didn't just learn. He took risks that no one else had the courage to take. One of his first major videos was the famous one where he counted from 1 to 100,000. This was more than just a simple challenge. To many, it seemed ridiculous, but Jimmy believed that being strange was something that would grab people's attention. He was right. The video went viral, and for the first time, he became known worldwide. But Jimmy's success wasn't just about luck and a viral video. He quickly realized that for further growth, he needed more than just one idea. He discovered the power of consistency. The more he tried, the more bizarre ideas he experimented with, the better he got. And this process continued. Jimmy began creating videos that were interesting and exciting in every way, from challenges that seemed impossible to others to giving away amazing gifts to homeless people. Each video he made became more of the MrBeast brand identity. But the story of MrBeast doesn't end here. Jimmy not only became a successful YouTuber, but he also quickly realized that to continue on this path, he needed to build a powerful team. He couldn't go on this journey alone. So he started hiring people to help him with editing videos, filming, and even brainstorming new ideas. From here on, the MrBeast team became one of the biggest driving forces behind his success. At this point, Jimmy was no longer just a YouTuber. He had become a brand that started with a simple teenager and turned into a global phenomenon. He now had dozens of people on his team, and with every new project, he sought more growth and progress. But the question that remains is, were all these successes simply the result of Jimmy's efforts, or was there something more behind it? In the next chapter, we'll explore whether YouTube specifically helped Jimmy reach this point. Were these successes truly based solely on Jimmy's strategies, or did the YouTube algorithm play a big role in this? This is a question that many of us might ask when we hear the name MrBeast. How is it possible for one person to consistently create videos that go viral every time? Is this just the result of his hard work? Or has YouTube somehow created special conditions for him? From the very first day Jimmy started on YouTube, he knew exactly what made videos successful. But what he discovered was more about understanding the YouTube algorithm. The algorithm that intricately decides which videos are shown to users. Jimmy carefully observed successful videos, the ones that had millions of views and had a higher chance of being shown to users. He realized these videos had specific features that were in perfect alignment with the YouTube algorithm. One of these features was the CTR, or click-through rate. The more engaging and attention-grabbing the videos were, the higher the chances that users would click on them. Jimmy recognized this, and from the start, he made sure to design his titles, thumbnails, and video descriptions in a way that would encourage users to click. But the YouTube algorithm doesn't stop there. In order for videos to go viral quickly, They need to have high user engagement. In other words, YouTube shows videos to users that it thinks they will watch, like, comment on, and share with others. Jimmy made the best use of this feature. His videos were designed in such a way that the audience felt compelled to watch them from start to finish, and this caused the YouTube algorithm to recommend them to more users. However, perhaps the most important thing Jimmy understood was that success on YouTube wasn't just about having interesting and creative ideas. MrBeast was able to continuously play the algorithm and win at it. He constantly analyzed the data and statistics from his previous videos and used that information to create his future content. He knew exactly when and what type of content would get the most engagement. Does this mean that YouTube specifically chose MrBeast and helped him stay on top? The truth is, YouTube never directly supported MrBeast. However, the YouTube algorithm, which decides based on data and user interactions, naturally introduced MrBeast to people who were interested in his content. In other words, MrBeast was never a secret project or a special selection by YouTube. Instead, what made him successful was his intelligence, his ability to analyze data, and his ability to adapt to the YouTube algorithm. Of course, we must admit that YouTube played its part. The platform's algorithm is designed to show engaging and exciting videos to users, and MrBeast added just those features to his videos. He created content that was exciting, sharp, and engaging, which was not only appealing to his audience, but also optimized for the YouTube algorithm. In fact, one of the reasons why MrBeast's videos always go viral is that he's been able to meet the needs of both the users and the YouTube algorithm simultaneously. Jimmy uniquely utilized the YouTube system and placed himself at the heart of it. Now the question remains, was this success purely based on luck, or did MrBeast, through precise analysis and constant evaluations, manage to outsmart the algorithm? In the next chapter, we will dive into the more complex details behind MrBeast's financial empire and explore where all this income and capital comes from. MrBeast constantly takes on challenges that seem beyond imagination for most people. When he creates videos where he gives away millions of dollars, buys expensive houses and cars, or donates vast amounts to charity, one question inevitably arises. How can a YouTuber afford to spend like this? Where does all this money actually come from? At first glance, it might seem like MrBeast relies solely on YouTube ad revenue, but the reality is far more complex. In fact, his income comes from multiple sources, each playing a crucial role in his success on YouTube. The first and biggest source of income for MrBeast is YouTube's ad revenue. When his videos rack up millions of views, YouTube pays him for the ads shown before and during the videos. This system is directly tied to the number of views and engagement his content receives, but ad revenue alone wouldn't be enough to fund his massive projects. Instead, it's just one piece of the puzzle. The second major source of income is sponsorships. As a YouTuber's channel grows, big brands start paying attention. MrBeast, being one of the biggest creators on YouTube, has attracted sponsorship deals with major tech companies, beverage brands, and consumer products. These companies are willing to pay huge amounts to have their products featured in his videos because they know he can showcase their brand to millions of engaged viewers. These sponsorships provide MrBeast with the financial backing needed to pull off his massive stunts and giveaways. But MrBeast's revenue streams don't stop there. He has built multiple businesses tied directly to his brand. One of the most notable is Beast Burger, a virtual restaurant chain operating through delivery services. This unique business model quickly gained national and international recognition. He has also ventured into consumer products, including Feastables, his brand of chocolate bars. Additionally, Beast Philanthropy, his charitable organization, funds large-scale donations and humanitarian projects. What sets MrBeast apart is that he's not just a big-name figure attached to these ventures, he's actively involved in their operations. This allows him to diversify his income streams and expand his financial empire beyond YouTube. So how has MrBeast managed to secure such massive financial backing? One key factor is his strategic marketing approach. His videos are designed not only to entertain, but also to encourage audience participation. In almost every video, he calls on viewers to take action, whether it's liking, sharing, or even purchasing from his brands. This high engagement directly fuels his revenue,